Right now, somewhere near you, someone is about to sneeze. They will close their eyes. Their whole body will lurch forward. And for about half a second, they will lose almost all control of their face. You have done this thousands of times. You have never once questioned it. But the real answer is far stranger than dust got in your nose. A sneeze is not a simple reflex. It is a full-body emergency broadcast. Here is what actually happens. Tiny hairs called cilia line the inside of your nose. Their job is to sweep out anything that does not belong there. Pollen, dust, bacteria, pepper. When something irritates them badly enough, they send a signal racing up the trigeminal nerve, one of the most sensitive nerves in your entire head. That signal reaches a cluster of neurons in your brainstem that scientists sometimes call the sneeze center. And within milliseconds, your brain hijacks your whole body to solve one single problem. Your eyes slam shut. Your chest tightens. Your soft palate rises. Air builds up behind it like water behind a dam. And then it releases, all at once, at speeds that have been measured at over 100 miles an hour. That is not an exaggeration. It is physics. In 2016, fluid dynamics researcher Lydia Boruba at MIT used high-speed cameras to capture what a sneeze actually looks like in motion. What she found surprised even her own team. A sneeze is not a spray. It is a cloud. A turbulent, multi-phase gas cloud that can carry droplets far farther than anyone had assumed, some traveling more than 20 feet before they fully settle. Your nose, it turns out, is not just clearing itself. It is launching a small, invisible storm into the room. But why does the eye closing happen? Why does your whole face commit to this? That part is still not fully settled science. Some researchers think it is simply neurological overlap, nerves crossing wires that were never meant to be separate. Others think it protects the eyes from the same debris being expelled. Either way, you cannot stop it. Try, right now, to sneeze with your eyes open. Almost no one can. Here is where it gets stranger. For up to 1 in 3 people, sneezing has nothing to do with dust at all. It happens the moment they step outside into bright sunlight. This is called the photic sneeze reflex, and for a long time doctors assumed it was rare and strange. Then, in 2010, a genetics team led by researcher Nicholas Erickson analyzed data from roughly 10,000 people and found something concrete. The tendency to sneeze at bright light is genetic. It clusters in families. It comes from a signal misfire, where the optic nerve, overwhelmed by sudden brightness, spills over onto the neighboring trigeminal nerve, the exact same nerve that triggers a sneeze from dust. Your brain, in that moment, cannot fully tell the difference between blinding light and a nose full of pepper. Which raises the real question underneath all of this. Why does your body treat something as small as an itch inside your nose as if it were an emergency? Because for most of human history, it was. Before antibiotics. Before modern medicine. A respiratory infection could be lethal. So evolution did not build a gentle system. It built an aggressive one, wired to expel anything foreign at maximum force, no hesitation, no override, because hesitation was the version of this reflex that got left behind and did not survive to be passed down. In 2012, researcher Noam Cohen at the University of Pennsylvania studied the sneeze reflex at the cellular level and found that after a sneeze, the cilia in your nose actually reset, beating faster and more efficiently for a period afterward, as if your body were rebooting its own defense system. A sneeze, in other words, is not just an exit. It is a maintenance cycle. Think about what that means. Every time you sneeze into your elbow on a random Tuesday, you are running a piece of biological machinery that was built under conditions of real survival pressure, refined over millions of years, still firing today with the exact same urgency it had when a sneeze could mean the difference between living and dying. You do it in meetings. You do it on trains. You do it in the middle of a sentence, and everyone around you says the same 2 words, bless you, a phrase whose origin some historians trace back to plagues, when a sneeze really was cause for concern. Somewhere near you, someone is about to sneeze again. This time, you will notice what is really happening. Not dust in a nose. A full-body alarm, older than language, older than fire, still running exactly as it was designed to.